So when dealing with whole chicken, what you're going to want to do is make sure it's iced, obviously. And remember from your sanitation class, chicken can only be out for a total of 2 hours, so you always want to keep it iced. Okay, because it could be out in the dock for an hour before it gets shipped here. You know, you're losing time. All right, so that said, that's basic huge cross-contamination with this. All right, so you have a whole chicken here, okay?
Okay.
Here's your whole chicken, all right? You have the wings, you have the legs, okay?
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna show you the way we do it around here, all right? There's other things you can do. So first thing you're gonna do with the bird, all right? You're gonna cut this flap skin. You're just gonna slice it real quick, all right, on both sides. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna take that, okay?
Okay.
Pop it. You're gonna pop out those joints, okay?
Okay.
And in here, you dislocated the leg bone, all right, the thigh bone from the hip. All right, think about an animal will always tell you how it wants to be cut. You follow the anatomy of the animal, okay?
Okay.
So we did this first, all right? Now I'm gonna go by and take the breast off, all right?
Okay.
So keep the skin on. You got the keel bone here, which is the sternum,
Okay.
okay? Gonna ride your knife. You got a nice sharp knife here, so that's good. Gonna ride down one side. Okay.
So you don't do it directly on the bone, you do it like right next to the bone?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll hit the bone and then you go to one side or the other. I usually go to the right because I'm right-handed.
Okay.
So I'm sliding down the bone, okay, and you have a really nice sharp knife. Follow that. Now, usually what I do is I take out the wishbone, but I'm not going to do that here. That's an extra step that I like to do. That's what I personally do because I'm used to it. Okay, so in here, you got the wishbone going down here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna ride along that for now, okay? Because we're not taking out the wishbone. So use the tip of your knife, okay?
Okay.
And you're gonna see how I took that tenderloin out too,
Yeah.
okay? So just right along the bone there, okay? So we're down to there, all right? So now we're down to that joint on the wing, all right?
Okay.
All that is out. So, like any animal, again, if you want to pop it, go ahead and pop it a little bit. A lot of dislocation going on here. Now you're going to feel with your finger the separation in there, okay?
Okay.
So you cut between the separation. You don't have to cut through the bone, you cut between the separation. I'll flip that over real quick. Okay. Touch that up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So you have the wing and the breast all taken off.
Okay.
Now you can take this breast here. You still got that bone there. Okay, see how that is?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Breast.
Okay.
Okay. Wing. Now what you can do here, same thing. Take the wing, pop it. Okay, dislocate that bone. Then you have the drumette and you have the tip. And you can go even a step further and go through there. Okay?
Okay.
Now on the leg, I'm going to do one side, and what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to try the other.
Okay.
I can do the whole bird if you want, but basically it's the same thing just on the other side. Okay?
Okay.
So now you got that going on. You dislocated that. You're going to flip the bird around like this.
Okay.
Okay? And you're going to follow the anatomy of the bird. Okay? You're going to watch out for that oyster. You see how I bent back like this? These little things right here?
Yeah.
That's the oyster.
Okay.
Go around that way. Just going to follow around. Okay? And cut right off. There's a leg and the thigh piece with the oyster attached. Okay, and you got that bone here, and you got, again, dislocate. You
Okay.
feel it. Okay, and you can feel it in there. It's a separation. You can go from the front and the back. Okay, you want to keep the skin on. You can feel it. It'll just slide right through. So
Okay.
you have a leg, you have a thigh. Okay. Now, one side, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, one side's easier than the other.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just go through this whole thing again. So same thing on the other side. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to follow through. You're going to run on the other side of the keel bone. Remember, it's not always this. You want to use the tip of this knife.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you get so close, is you use the tip. You make short, shallow cuts. You just separate the stuff away from the bone. Follow the bone. Ride the bone. Okay, so you're going to want to ride along the bone, like use that as your guide.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to go through, you're going to take that little bit out there, skin, whatevs, all right? You're going to go through and you feel the bone with your knife. Hey lady.
What's up?
Oh, not much. Okay, so we're going to go here. Now that keel bone, that wishbone just popped out there, I felt it, so I'm going to pop it in over here. Okay, so we're back over here again with that wing. You got that joint in between?
Mm-hmm.
Just slice right through it. Once you dislocate it, you don't have to cut through the bone, it'll separate. Okay, so there we are again, all right?
Okay.
And we have this bone here, so we're going to go back there. Take that bone out. Okay, once again, whole breast. Okay, and again with the legs, remember, dislocate, and that one went real well, and all you got to do, you feel it, and all you got to do is slide right through.
Okay.
Okay, and there's the tip again. You don't necessarily have to do this, it's an extra step. I'm just going to show you because it's there. All right, so then we're back to the one solid leg. Okay, remember that oyster's there, okay?
Okay.
So you want to take it like this, go around, cut out that oyster. Now we got a little bone here. This one dislocated real nice, so we're going to not have that bone there. Right along the top of the bone, see how I'm split in between there?
Mm-hmm.
There's the oyster coming back around. And then I should be able to find, there we go. All right, there you go. There's the carcass, okay? That's all should be left on the carcass. All this is gone. That oyster's out. There's back fat, stuff like that. Could get a little more off here, but it's not horrible, okay?
Okay.
Same thing like that. Pop that apart again. Find that middle. I find it easier sometimes to go in through this backside right here once I pop it.
Mm-hmm.
Find that piece. Go through. Thigh, leg. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the parts you're looking at. Here's the carcass. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I am good.
How's class today?
It's all right. Not bad for a first day. Usual run around. Okay, there's your bird. Okay.
Okay.
I got this switched over. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's.
Did you take the tenderloins off?
I mean, you can. Again, the tenderloins, they're right here if you want to take them off. Usually you don't if you're serving a whole breast, but these are the tenderloins right here.
Mm-hmm.
This will just pull off on its own. Okay, and there's all that's the tenderloin.
Okay.
You can do that for an extra trim. If you're gonna have tenderloins. All you have to do is take it and slide it over. You got the tenderloin off and you got a nice breast. Okay.
Okay.
And then anything you want to trim is like maybe a little bit of that. Make sure that little piece of bone is gone because you don't want to serve that. Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. And then, the bird fits back together like so. Legs. Thigh. Leg. Oh, it's backwards. Leg. If that helps.
Taking it over here or what?
I am.
Okay. So did that make more sense to
Oh
you?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. So just work slow. Remember, follow the anatomy of the bird. All right.
Okay.
I like to use this example. Think of yourself. Use yourself or your neighbor or someone as, what I like, what my old chef used to do in my culinary school. When we talk about pigs and cows, you grab someone and use them as an example because essentially the body structures are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even though it's a bird, a cow, a pig, whatever, it's still almost the same basic anatomy you got to worry about. So just ride along the bone, follow the bone. You want to separate in between bones. The anatomy will tell you what to do. So you're in good shape. So just remember that. I would suggest you go, if you can, just buy cheap chicken. Practice. If you want to cook for people, get nice chicken too. Whatever. Like I said, if you have a Costco thing, sometimes you can get some nice organic chickens for super cheap. It might cost a lot at first, but after you break it down and figure out all the food you get out of it, it's actually worth the price.
Okay.
But if you need something cheap, go get a whole chicken. wherever, Albertsons, Smiths, whatever you got to do, and just
Okay.
practice. All right,
Okay.
and do it a few times. And you can make stock, you make chicken soup, you can do whatever with it. Freeze it, cryovac it if you can at home. Are you able to cook for people?
Yes.
Okay, then do that.
Okay.
Just hey, guess what? We're eating chicken again.
Oh,
It's just the
and
way
you
it
can
is.
save the